done before you're done. Anyway, welcome back to the horsemanship. And my phone's bugging me. There. Anyway, we got Daina and Steve. Got the privilege of meeting both these people on YouTube. Steve, he's from from Britain. I was going to say the whole word, or England, however you want to say it.
UK.
Yeah, UK.
UK will work.
Yeah, UK will work.
And Daina, she's right here, local. So, good morning.
Good morning.
David.
And like I said, Steve's been following me around for 2 weeks, poor fella. Because half the time we're spending more time, I think, in the truck than we are doing something. And Daina, she's one that's brought a little paint horse I've been working. And so we got both sides of the fence there. We got Daina, who's the trainer, and I've seen some pictures of her going over some fences, and they're not hunter fences, people. They are jumpers. And then we got the other aspect too, Steve. So we started out as a reckon that I can't say it weekend rider, but he's turning into more, and I got a feeling he'll end up trying his hand working other people's horses before it's all said and done, because he's got the bug. So, it's going to be hard talking about myself because I feel uncomfortable with it. But anyway, what got y'all hooked on my YouTube stuff? That's the best question I can ask.
Well, for me, a couple years ago, I had an Arab mare that I was having a little difficulty with, and she was supposed to have been trained or green broke, and when she came to me, she had a lot of issues that I could tell something had happened in her past. And to make a long story short, I fell off of her. She actually had a bad problem being cold bagged, and I tried different saddles and nothing really worked. So I did a search. I believe I did a search for a horse whisperer, and David came up, and ironically though, within the week, somebody had seen a sale ad that I had for her because I was just going to sell her as a brood mare. She was an Egyptian mare, and she was tall, and she had really good bloodlines. And they bought her. They knew she had the cold back issues, and I had sold her within a week. But what happened was I had stumbled upon David's videos on YouTube, and I just began to watch and learn, and that's how I found his YouTube videos, and today I have the book. I haven't read the book yet.
For myself, I have read the book. I ordered it off of David, off of his site. But for me, I was an English rider, and I watched many YouTube videos on the Western riding, and I liked how they moved their horses, how the horses were very light, and I just thought there was just something about it that I wanted to try myself. So I put in a few searches on YouTube and come up with various Western riders, and then I happened upon David, and I watched one or two, and I thought, oh, I'll try that out on my own horse, and I was getting results. So after a little bit, I started emailing David, and I had a couple of issues that I wanted to iron out. So I emailed David, and he's very good. He always gets back to you, and as busy as he is, and he gave me some options to try, and I tried these options, and I had the results, and that for me, if I see results, that is a big one for me, and it went from there. And then eventually I contacted David to ask him if I could come out and help as a volunteer, mainly out at Falcon Ridge, and he says, yeah, sure, go for it. And so I booked the plane tickets, and here I am. And as I say, this is my last week, and I go back home on Sunday, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And one of the highlights for me was when we went to a ranch not far from here, Blue Apple, and we did David's style of clicker on getting a horse to come up to you, and that's not running round a round pen, and it was so quick, and it was a magical moment for me to get the halter onto the youngster that wouldn't allow you to be for him to be caught, and that was one of my biggest moments.
Well, the horse, one thing I've noticed Steve handling his horses past week and a half, close to 2 weeks, and a lot of people, they never get it, but he's able to see that change in a horse. And at first it's slight, but you can build on it, and after a while you ask, as they learn, you ask more and more. And at times, I'll be honest with you, you're thinking you're beating your head against the wall, but a horse, when you're working him, they will go back and forth to a certain point. And Steve's got a good eye, he catches that. And the horse he's talking about, Little Arab, I wanted to film it, but out of respect to Linda over there, she asked me not to, so I didn't. But it was an older Arab, teeth are bad shape and everything else, and I'm not going to get into the story because it doesn't matter now, because where the horse is at. And these other people use the excuse the teeth were bad, because first they used the excuse they couldn't get to her, but then they was able to give her shots. So I just looked at it so he could tranquilize this horse if he was able to give him shots. And anyhow, so they used the excuse they couldn't catch her, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, you had her caught at one point to at least get her shots. So I went in there, and the mare, Gildan actually, was running around, scared of me and everything. So I don't care what you want to call it. You can call it whip training or clicker training. Steve will tell you the way that whip doesn't hardly touch it, doesn't. That's BS. You treat people, just get off of it. I'm tired of hearing it, number one. I'm doing what's best for this horse. And you take a horse like that was so dang scared, and all of a sudden, even from how many horses I handle, I got to choke it back, because all of a sudden this horse just sort of lowers his head and walks up to me because he wants to. He wants to be there with me. He's not scared. He's not panicking. But you feel good, people. You just don't get it. You never get it. And that's what my YouTube stuff, that's what I'm trying to get out here. Let's get back to real horsemanship. Let's throw away all these goody two-shoes that's trying to sell whatever. Yes, I got a book on the market, but half the time I don't even mention it. Y'all watch these, you know I don't. And because I'm out to help y'all, everybody out there. And it's a privilege to have Steve. It's a privilege to meet Daina and become friends with her and work her horse. And that's what it is. Help one another and have fun. I mean, basically, just get back to what we all enjoy horses for. Get out of this anal stuff. I mean, I've seen people spend half hour grooming a horse, and the horse is bending their ears because it's like enough. I've worked a lot of horses, so I brush their backs, brush their girth area, and I get on them. And you know what? You watch all my videos. Them horses want to be right beside me because I let them be what they damn well are, a horse. It's that simple. So my day-to-day is work Daina's horse, and I got to pack up and head up to Livermore. So y'all in the Livermore area this weekend, go to my website, on my clinic page. The information's on there. I'll be there Saturday and Sunday. And I gotta correct something. One video I said we'll be in Texas in May. No, it's April. April 24th and 25th I'll be in Dallas area. So any of y'all listening to this, I look forward to meeting y'all out there. Still haven't heard for sure about Canada yet. That's in May 15th, 14th and 15th, I believe. So that's all my preaching. I haven't preached for a while, so y'all been lucky. So anyway, thanks, Daina.
You're welcome.
Steve, it's been a pleasure working with you.
And yourself, David.
And everybody out there, as I always say, be true to horse. First and foremost, be true to yourself. And sometimes it's not pretty when you look at yourself and the way your life is, but we can change it. Change is good. It's hard, but it's good. So anyway, with that said, take care and God bless, and have a safe.